he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Off the play fake, Cousins. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Elvis Dumerville in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. So here come the Ravens with their first. On 1st and 10, Cousins.
I don't have your
over the
thing,
middle.
so I'm not watching it.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses
But you
count
want
on.
Sunday,
Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They'll come out in the pistol. Cousins now on 2nd down. Complete to the right. This is Garcon. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd down.
Could be a blitzer.
Cousins now. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
So who you guys got today on tonight's game? Chiefs or football? Chiefs or Ravens for football? If you watch football.
And the drive begins here with Sims.
Come down
and a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I'm a big-time Ravens fan.
1 quarter down. 7-0 is our score. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a second down
quarter,
and 8 to start things out. Again, they run with Sims. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
You remember Timmy Jernigan at Florida State. His stoutness that was so impressive there, it still comes into play in the NFL, doesn't it?
If you call stout 300 pounds, and I do, then yes.
Used it well on that play and made a nice tackle for a loss.
Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And a look at Washington as they come onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The former Charger All-Pro Eric Weddle on the stop.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt. Partner, we're into the 2nd quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And that's what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They're out in front. to start the drive to Sims. And he
Nope,
stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. And now a carry here for their fullback. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 33. Look at the spin. Balance. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards.
Yeah.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Ravens are in a good float now 2 straight weeks, and much like last week are playing well enough to win. The Redskins will have to figure out a way to make a comeback in the second half. All right, let's get straight to it. Here's some highlights from the first half. 3rd down at the 24. It's Doomerville with a huge sack. This ends up as a loss of 7. We go now late in the first. The connection is made in the middle of the field, and the play will come to an end after a gain of 5. Redskins would punt it away, and he's going to return the punt 19 yards. Redskins would punt it away, and he won't be brought down until he makes it to the 43-yard line. And with that, we'll wrap up our halftime report and head back out now to M&T Bank Stadium for the start of the second half.
I'm not sure, so we're gonna
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
intercepted. Alright. See what he does now.
On the ground, the drive starts with Sims. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
I can't help it. I'm just sitting back in admiration right now. This defense tells everyone that plays against them, you're not beating us running the football. That's who we are. That's what we're about. It's not going to happen. If you're going to beat us, you better pick another way.
Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Charles Sims, the intended target, and it's fourth down. Here's Tressway now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
Here we go, here we go.
This is taken at the 18.
No, break.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch.
I tried to break the tackle.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now they run with Sims. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
That one goes for 24 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Throwing, Cousins, and that's going to be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit.
What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Oh, no, you don't know it?
Play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Fourth quarter. We got a good lead.
First down. Here's Cousins. His throw incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
On second down, Cousins again. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those.
I know, he started to come after
opportunities.
So I
know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
You know,
slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, I don't take that, so. Yeah, but in that type of
offense, again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. 7 yards remaining here on third down.
I have my reasons
for
doing that.
It's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
A dump off to Sims. Give him
if
2
you tell
yards
me,
on that play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Here's Tressway now,
like I said, I have
as he's on to punt for Washington. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone. And here come the Redskins now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
This one, 2 minutes view.
A second down throw for Cousins. Docks him with a grab over the middle. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 3rd and short yardage, Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's now 4th and 3. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. This is fielded at the 7. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all. The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So for Baltimore, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they dropped below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
Just a bunch of poor boys, daddies, girls, children of the cornfield, trying to turn a shift job into a dollar bill. We wear the muddy boots, stay true to how we're raised. Ain't nothing about us fake. You know we're straight out of that dirty south, dirty roads. Nobody got no money, got them signed up pickup trucks, whistling at them from the country. Yes, sir. You know we're straight out of that long week working now. Everybody wanna party all night long, bonfire on the back 40 in the middle of nowhere. Nobody going home tonight till we're straight out of moonlight, straight out of moonlight. Yeah. Just a bunch of John Deere junkies getting funky to some old hang. Nothing been stuck in the mud that we can't hook up to a rusty chain in the sun or in the rain. It's a kind of thing, you know.
All right, man, eyes up, eyes up. Take a look what we got here. Let's remember what we're running here, okay? The offense hasn't seen this all season, and we're gonna get at them. Execute your assignments, and it'll be a party in the end zone. All right, let's get it.
Hey, blue 45! Blue 45!
I notice, like, when I have a party or something, Mason saying he asks Mason to join, like, most of the time. See, I just sent a message. Come on, we got this. We got this. Come on, come on, come on. We got this. We got this. One more down, guys. Oh, right over my
All
head.
right, man, let's go. Bring it in tight. All right, let me tell you something. Championship teams have one thing in common. Great practice habits. Today was
But we got
great
gold.
practice. If we do that every day, there's no reason we can't win a championship.
Alright. We're taking on the Giants and we're 6. Let's do it.
Show me what you like. Hey,
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game features a very active secondary. The Giants are #1 in forcing interceptions, and they'll be up against a Ravens team that will need to avoid those turnovers. With that, let's get up to MetLife Stadium as we welcome in our guys, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. Coming to you from just off the New Jersey Turnpike in East Rutherford. We are just about set for football on EA Sports from MetLife Stadium.
all have, right?
Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Guyton. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they?
Ooh, first and 10 on the 25th yard line. Alright, let's do this.
They come up in an offset eye. Throwing on first down is Manning. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Larry Donnell, the one he was trying to get it to. That'll bring up second down. Manning will try again on second down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. He was trying to get it to Rashad Jennings. Third down here. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist released and pushed down. Timmy Jernigan able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Taken from just outside the 30. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. They'll be led out by their veteran quarterback, a former Blue Hen out of Delaware. It's Joe Flacco.
Go ahead and do it faster. Because once it hits 8 o'clock, guys, I am watching the Baltimore Ravens Chiefs game tonight.
On 1st down, Manning over the middle here to Donnell. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now. Here's the former 7th-round pick, Rashad Jennings. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. 3rd down now following the run.
After watching that play and result, I go back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator, Brandon, before the game and said, how are you going to move the ball running it against the #1 defense? He gave us no indication, didn't tip his hand at all, so we have to see how this unfolds as this game moves along.
Here's Brad Wing now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. Taken in at the 11. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over. And New York set to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
Oh, they're going past.
Here's Jennings. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Manning. And that is incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's 4th and 4. Here's Brad Wing now, as he's on to punt for New York.
10-0 right now, going
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be taken at the 13. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And New York set to take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Jennings. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down. comes Brown
so
out to kick
3.
this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And New York set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Manning to throw on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's 3rd down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away, and that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of pop or hoping to bring his arms down.
Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something? Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now a first carry here for Shane Vereen. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Here's Brad Wing now. He's been terrific so far.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard?
I
thought the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. The Giants are not moving the ball through the air for a 2nd straight week. The Ravens defense will hope they can force that trend to continue in the 2nd half. All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Giants open up on offense. Jernigan's going to get the quarterback here. This ends up as a huge loss in yardage. Giants punt it away now, and he'll be tackled at their own 34-yard line. Giants set the punt it away, and he'll be tackled at their own 34-yard line.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. John. Why'd you skip Larry's halftime? I'm just kidding. I don't know who you are. But if you're John, bet you're pretty freaked out for a second. All right, let's get to the 3rd quarter. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead now.
Here we go.
They'll begin the drive with Rashad Jennings. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the 2nd half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game. And if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit. Try it that way.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Nice job. Nice job, man.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. This is Jennings. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will... They start the drive with Jennings. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Manning. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. 3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
We still don't have mascot down here in Des Moines, but a lot of people are defining whether to run.
Working from the gun, Manning, and he dropped it. Now it was tipped, altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it, and now 4th down. Here's Brad Wing now, standing just outside his own goal line.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out in the sky.
And New York set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Manning. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Hitting Donnell here, the tight end right side. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's Brad Wing now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands.
I'll let you know when it gets here, down.
This is taken around the 12. Oh, nice move. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as the... And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Manning again here on 2nd and 10. It's hauled in by Shepard. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
What's fun to watch is these college receivers transitioning into the
What's up,
NFL
Nico?
and how they grow as route runners. Because a lot of times now in the college game, the spread offenses, there aren't that many routes that they're actually running. Most of the time, they're just trying to find open space and present themselves to the quarterback as easy targets. But in the NFL, you've got to run the entire route tree, and you've got to run it well if you expect to get open. They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 20. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Ravens, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams.
Oh yeah, I just got it.
So
You're
that's-
welcome. Yeah, you can create a room, a messenger room, and you can add whoever you want in there.
Don't make me beg, don't make me wait. I need a home in the darkness of the night. And when I stray, show me my place. You are my shelter, baby, let me feel your light. One foot in a tip,
Oh, what do I put that?
one going in the fire. Only one that can save me now is you.
No. No, because I don't really pay attention to the old landscape and I used to do it.
This aching pain when you're away, like a bird that sets itself to you.
Ah.
Fingertips, press my lips,
Hey, Raven.
sing that holy song the way you do.
Fellas, it's put up or shut up time. I know you've seen the press. Their offense has been talking smack about us all week. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to settle the score. Let's focus on the game plan
Devin.
and get ready for Sunday.
Hey, ready!
Okay. No, I was trying to get a hold of you. Oh, no, I was gonna say, dude, if you wanna follow on Twitch, dude, send it to me, and I'll follow you. Well, just whenever. Sorry, just whenever you want to, bud. I'll get you on later tonight. Because I know I got like 15 or 16 followers right now, so. I can always use some extra followers anyway, so I'll follow you. Make you a bill about it. Alright, man. That's fine. I'll get you out of there, bro.
Be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Yeah, that's a sweet deal. Take it.
Again, Smith. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by... There he goes, left side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. And New York set to take the field. They start on the ground with Forte. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Now, that result is no surprise. This team is bringing back memories of what? The 85 Bears, the 2000 Ravens. Those teams were so great against the run, they made you abandon any plans of doing that when you played against them. Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Holding offense. The penalty is declined.
Here's Brandon Fields now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. That's taken on the 25.
Yeah.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands first and... And the Jets set to take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
Mason's having fun with the game.
So, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. On the counter, Forte. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of...
And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. Marshall, the lone receiver on the left side. Here's Smith now on second down. Completes it to Matt Forte. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. So 3rd and 15 and an extra defensive back in the game now.
Flooding the passing lanes.
Here's Smith. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And Folk's kick is good, but there is a penalty marker down. They might be forced to try this one again.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense. The penalty is declined.
Yeah.
After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 8. Room here to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes
I just got a 92-yard TD
No
return.
time remaining.
Nice.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs is...
And New York set to take the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is. Right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
Let's see if that script is a good one for them.
Artistic. Won't be able to switch until about a month out.
Back to the ground on first.
But make sure you follow, though. I post videos.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Please follow. I appreciate any supporters
Still a good
or
first
any
down
advice
run.
you get
That's
on
what an
any
offense
game.
calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4
Enjoy
yards
the
on
video.
first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On second down, here's Smith. Over the middle to Smith. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Smith on third down. And able to find Decker. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
You know what EMA means?
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
EMA.
Forte, the lone running back. Now Gino. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic. This is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone. And New York set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. Well, partner, the hit sure looks like a simple route, but I think the issue with it is a lot of time when you're making that play, you're actually working your way back inside towards traffic where the big guys are coming from inside out, whether it's defensive ends or linebackers. And a lot of the time, instead of securing the pass, your eyes might stray towards the middle and wonder where the big hit's going to come from.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. Throwing on third down, Smith. He's got time in the pocket. And he's got a man open. That's Marshall. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Marshall, the lone receiver on the left side. Now Gino on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Matt Forte, a great receiver out of the backfield, was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Gino now to throw. Throws left side, complete to Brandon Marshall. A gain of 8 and a 1st down.
And that's understanding where the markers are because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the 1st down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the 1st down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Throwing again is Smith. Wilson snags it left side. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The New York set to take the field. The field goal last time. We'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
From his goal line here, Smith. Finding time, and he's going to go down for a 4th time today, and this time the result is a safety. So a failure there to get rid of the football. I don't know in the end that it's going to matter much here with this game, but it yields another 2 points.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. It may not matter a ton with the deficit that's already there, but like my old coach used to say, it sure ain't going to help.
It doesn't help. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Baltimore, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So that'll do it for us. For my partner,
7-0 down the road. That's how we do it. Alright. Oh, I've had several of them. Yep. We have it up here where I live at Heavy. It's good. I'm just giving my 2 cents first. it's good. It's good to me though. So. Alright, you do that. But let me know if you like it or not though.
We talked about this all week. Every team is going for the same thing, winning that Lombardi. And being perfect in practice is the first step.
It's usually quite fluffy when it gets done baking. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Sweet. No, my game just like lagged on some of it. Nice. Bacon ultimate cheeseburger. That sounds real nice actually.
Now that's what I'm talking about, fellas. I don't know what happened between last week and this week.
I need to try one of those restaurants.
It was a great practice, and this coaching staff is loving it. You guys consistently do that, and I see a lot of victories in our future.
You know the part of the song, everybody sings along. Well, that's us, listen up, shout it out, I'm talking all night. The end is nowhere in sight.
All right, fellas, listen up. We talked about this all week. Every team is going for the same thing, winning that Lombardi. And being perfect in practice is the first step.
Nice.
All right, man, let's go. Bring it in tight. All right, let me tell you something. Championship teams have one thing in common. Great practice habits. Today was a great practice. And if we do that every day, there's no reason we can't win a championship.
We got gold. I'm gonna go 8-0 before I get off to work to watch my game. Oh, it's gonna be My cat says hi.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports.
He's hitting the mic.
As we get set to send it to the stadium,
he's hitting the end
a
of
look
the
at the man
mic.
who's playing quarterback could factor into the outcome of this one in a big way, if he's on his game. It's the Steelers going up against the Ravens.
Lay down.
With
Lay
that,
down.
let's get you out to Brandon Gotton and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 9 matchup.
Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They can't be any better as we hit the halfway mark. A perfect 7-0 on the year.
And when we looked at this team in August and we looked at the schedule, we thought they had the potential to get off to a hot start, but I don't think either of us expected 7-0.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. The first 2 months of the regular season
Messy's
down.
over
What
here
will the final
just
two
kinda
bring us
checking
as
everything.
we're off in Week 9? This is taken near the 13. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line. So here come the Ravens now, ready to get the football for the first time. They're led by their veteran quarterback in his 9th year now out of Delaware. It's Joe Flacco.
Started the first game of his rookie.
Here we go.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
Partner with Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants his rush coming, and he's taken down. The 6-time Pro Bowler, Terrell Suggs, in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. To throw here, Roethlisberger. He's got time. And this is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to D'Angelo Williams. And that brings up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now. As his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time.
Oh, it's for free. Just look up app, Twitch, and then this is fun.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Your veins going crazy, Nico.
They'll fake the give to Williams. Now it's Roethlisberger. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete.
No. I haven't had caffeine for almost 23
Not
days.
too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
And he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Trying to lay one up deep. And got his man. Complete. It's a big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. 41 yards. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Now Ben going to give it to Williams. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive, and he had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Here's Roethlisberger. Hauled in by Wheaton over the middle. The completion good for...
They got a field goal.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way we do it.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And the defense
Nice.
has got it in their end zone, and that's stripped. And the Steelers set to take the field. They'll come out in the pistol. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Man open left side is Brown. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Having an effective short passing game, one of their main concern coming into this one. Right there, able to hit the D with a quick strike and a first down.
And you're able to put that into your game plan when you see that there's space to throw the football. A lot of defenses don't want to play press coverage or tight coverage. They'll play backed off, and sometimes those cornerbacks will bail out really fast and really get deep, and that allows you to throw the quick game underneath, and they took advantage of it.
Roethlisberger now to throw on third down, and that is incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. This is taken at about the 14. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will... And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. A reminder coming up at halftime. Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before that. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. On second down, Roethlisberger. And it's complete to Ladarius Green. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different
This a
ways,
hard
right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play.
Click on the hard
but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just goes right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. They'll get 17 yards there. And the Steelers are going to have a first down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Roethlisberger will throw, and he checks this one down to Williams. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. Bryant spread out to the right. They go play action here on first down. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy.
He got a field goal.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Oh,
and a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
I thought I was going to get away again.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Face mask.
I'm just going to take a kneel.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we're at halftime here in the Charles.
And I'm going to order a pizza after this so I can sit and watch the...
They start the second half here with Williams. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
A good pickup there, a 22. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop. Second down following the run.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up the play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game. It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And that one good for 16 yards and a first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it
they're
there
striking
on third down.
right
Very
in the
proficient
corner.
and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
6 yards here to go for the offense on second down. Bryant spread out to the right. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Hauled in by Wheaton over the middle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Marcus Wheaton was...
Nice.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken near the 13. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Steelers might not give us our first loss of the season.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
That's a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to speed.
Whoa.
Tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him,
No
allowed him to
idea
run
what
free
that popped
and make
up
the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. They run it again with Williams. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor. And that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And it brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
That's an interesting one.
It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Ravens, they'll take...
So Ron.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Now Roethlisberger down around his goal line. Backing up. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
They weren't able to complete that attempt, and that was a heck of an attempt there from the shadow of their own goal line. But that tells you how much confidence they have in their offensive line. Go ahead, dial one up. Know they can protect the quarterback and let him fling one downfield. They didn't get it there, but they sent a message for the rest of the game.
It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Taken in at the 22. Oh, shifting.
Whoa.
An excellent return that time. 26 yards. And the offense will come back on. Bryant spread out to the right. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. It's caught. Spaeth. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. 3 yards to go here on 2nd down. A good start there on this 4th quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time. All right, it's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And this is going to be caught along the sideline. Nicely done, but right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he comes back with one complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. And he finds space. It's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making...
Now big hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because... This is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game.
Whoa, what
losing right now. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
Like I had gotten
and they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down.
Somehow,
so trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go with Williams. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll be...
And we're on defeat.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
They'll fake the give to Williams. Now it's Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. One last shot for Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game.
Undefeated still.
And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal. Win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Ravens, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the...
I wanna live like it's Mardi Gras and go dumb with my whole squad and don't need the R&R to regular life. I say au revoir. Hey, living life in the fast lane. May pain only beat. So please come join me. One thing, good vibes only. I just tapped. I'ma fill my cup.
Alright, viewers, I'll be back later. My game's about to come on, so I'm gonna get off, eat, watch it, and I'll be back after that to finish up the season. Tell your friends to follow me, check out my channel, add me, and if you do, I'll add you back. Take care.